Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Great news coming from America. Donald Trump making another peace deal with Israel and Palestine, with Hamas, which is good news. Blessed are the peacemaker. He actually made that quote, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God," from Jesus. Very good news for the world. The less wars, the better the markets can do, the more freedom and more happy people everyone will be. Everyone in the world feels these wars. It's terrible, the collective pain that everyone will feel. So the more that we stop wars, the better. So if you make money from me, from my trades, from my lessons in stocks, in trading, in crypto, I want you to use that money to hire social media marketers to push messages of peace and anti-war. And protect the nature and the trees. We're going to jump in the charts for Bitcoin, Ethereum. I opened trades again yesterday on Bitcoin and Ethereum, small ones. I've got them laddered down. It was starting to build a nice pattern. I'm going to do very high frequency 4-hourly trades now. The time to go heavy long was at 17K, or Tesla at 200, or Google at 120. Now in the tariff drop, or in 2023, now we need to be very defensive. We've got to do 4-hourly trades, protect our capital. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up, and turn on the bell. If you have questions, let me know in the comment sections down below. And good job, everyone, pushing messages of peace. And if you've noticed, we're the ones that always say, like, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. And Trump posted that, which is amazing. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into technicals. So I'll show you the news. This is the news. 104,000 followers on X. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Jesus Christ. Trump says, "I'm proud to announce that Israel and Hamas have both signed the first phase of a peace deal, peace plan." And he said, "Blessed are the peacemakers" at the end. The Robert Kiyosaki was right about gold, silver, and Bitcoin. I want all my traders to be better than me. Bull flag on Ethereum. There's a bull flag on Ethereum, so I've added to the trade. Also added ETH to the WeX account, the WeX trade. I have now bought Bitcoin and Ethereum. I have laddered orders down. The reason I bought, this was interesting as well. There's 28,420 100 plus millionaires, centimillionaires. There's 2 million decamillionaires. There's 20 million multimillionaires in the world. There's 80 million millionaires. So this is not a small group of people that you're joining. In our community alone, we have maybe 40 to maybe 100 millionaires or multi-millionaires, which is great. Let's jump into the technicals. Tesla was up 1.2%. The NASDAQ was up 2% up on Nvidia, which is beautiful. I'm holding Nvidia, Tesla, and Google right now in the stock market. And I've got trades open on Bitcoin and Ethereum, small ones. There is a bullish pennant on Bitcoin. Bullish pennant, pole, and then flag. Bullish pennant. Target of that bullish pennant is the base of this pole, so this distance here. So Bitcoin still could run a lot based off this bullish pennant. Target would be around 147K. It broke out of this descending wedge. Stochastic, though, on the weekly is overbought. No double top yet, though. Once it's double top, we need to get out. On the daily, Bitcoin is still squeeze mob going green. Stochastic is still loading. Let's see if the stochastic. We're at resistance. New all-time high was at 126,000. Stochastic is overbought on the daily. It didn't double top yet either, but it is trying to turn down. So we can see it still looks like a little bit of a bull flag. I closed my positions and I restarted a small position. I'm going to build up if it pulls back. On the 4-hourly, you can see it's making a little bit of a head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So we've got to be a bit careful here. Biggest support, the first major support on Bitcoin, I would say, is sitting now at around, you could say around here, there's support building at around 119K. Then there's another support around 115K. So I've got laddered orders down on these positions. I'll add more. But it does look like a bull flag, but a little bit of a, in the shorter time frame, a little bit of a head and shoulders on the hourly. You can see a little bit head and shoulders for me. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So I could sell and open at again at 120, 119. On the 4 hourly though, still looks bull flaggy. Could play out as a head and shoulder though on the hourly. Let's look on the 15 minute. On the 15 minute does look like it's gonna make a shoulder here. Should I close? I want to do high frequency trading. So on the 4 hourly, I think I'm gonna close and open at 119. But then if Bitcoin pumps, can miss it. But it does look like a bit of a head and shoulder. So I'm going to close out my trades from yesterday and open again at 119. I've got trade open. You can see here I opened a trade yesterday. 1K in profits, and on X, they were both much more in the profits actually. It took a bounce. The bounce went to 124. Would have been a good point to take profit there. And the last few hours, it's been dropping from 123 even just a few hours ago. We were 1% more, almost 2K more on this trade. I'm gonna look, should I do this and open at a 120? I think could close it and open it here at 120. Let's look at Ethereum as well. That will give us more information. 4.4, also head and shoulders. Also we had a pump and then after we opened that trade and then it dropped a bit. 4,500. 4,800. Also looks like a head and shoulders. First major support on Ethereum sitting here at 4.2. Overbought on the daily. Yeah, I'm going to close it and open at 4.2. So I'm going to close these two trades. $1,000. We opened this trade yesterday, made 910, and opened this Ethereum yesterday, made 100. And if you remember yesterday, I also closed out trades in the profits. So yesterday, you can see here, took profits yesterday on Bitcoin and Ethereum. I took 1,700 on Bitcoin and 3,800 on Bitcoin. And just then we took another 900 on Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and 200 or whatever it was on Ethereum. So now I'm going to set trades again. I'm doing high frequency trading again, everyone, because again, the time to buy and go heavy long was at 17K. Now the time is to be defensive and high frequency trading, in my opinion. So I've got a trade set at 119 for one Bitcoin. I'm going to close out this one. I'm going to set a trade for 120 here. 120, I'm going to do one Bitcoin, open at 120K. That trade is now set. I bought here, you can see here, I bought here at 121. Could have got it at 100, sold at 124, but only sold at 122,600. Still made profits, but could have took more of the meat of the profit. I need to do more high frequency trading here. Let's look back at the technicals. Ethereum on the 4 hourly look like head and shoulders forming as well. On the hourly as well. Let's measure out the distance of this head. That distance there, if this shoulder breaks down, target of this drop would be 4130. Let's look at the supports on the daily. Strong support at 4139. Support here also 41. Okay, so let's set Ethereum 41. Now I go into the Ethereum trade. Got one Bitcoin at 120. Let's go into Ethereum. 444238. Let's set a trade on Ethereum. On Ethereum, support we can see on the 6 hourly, we've got support at 42. 12 hourly, 42 seems to be the major support. So setting Ethereum trade, 20 Ethereum, start off a position, 4261. Confirmed. So now I've got an Ethereum trade at 4261 and I've got a Bitcoin trade at 120,461. Let's do also on WeX. This is my 10K to a million challenge. On WeX, 10K to a million. I've got those two trades from yesterday also in profits on Ethereum and Bitcoin. I'm going to close them. close to $30 profits on this trade, 6%. And this Ethereum trade, 6%, $30 closed. Now let's set trades on Ethereum. Again, high frequency trading I'm doing now. Time to go heavy long was in at 17k Bitcoin. Now I'm doing high frequency trading. Okay, I've got an order at 4,062 already. Let's check. I have an order sitting at 4,062 for $20,000. And I've got an order at 18,000 on Bitcoin. 4,062. There is a strong support around here. 4,100 on Ethereum. Okay, I'll keep those two orders. I've already got orders set there for Ethereum. Bitcoin at 170, almost 118, and on Ethereum at 4,062. I'll leave those set orders for now on the WEX, and on Bybit I've got the orders at 120 and 4,200, and Vine I've got at 48 cents, and then World Ton I'm still holding. You can see here I had 40k of World Ton and Uni, and now I have 41k of Uni, 40k of Ton, and slightly down on World. That's my updates in the market. All the links are down underneath the video. Bybit, you get a 60k bonus, best liquidity, biggest exchange, trading exchange in the world. Binance is the biggest, but Bybit is the best, second biggest for trading. And WEX, if you want to trade privately, KYC free anywhere in the world, no limitations, $200 sign-up bonus, and join the Telegram and take the crypto masterclass if you want to learn how to set up the charts, if you want to learn how, if you don't know when to sell or you don't know how to trade, take the crypto masterclass to learn all that. Join us in the Telegram. There's 178 people on here. People discussing trades. Trump post about the Hamas war ending, which is great news. Israel-Hamas war. The war will continue on the weekend. People discussing very good news for the end of wars. This is why I like Trump. Doesn't matter about all the other bullshit. At least this guy is ending wars, which is amazing news. He could be nicer to the immigrants and all that kind of stuff, but people discussing how about MCRT. You can follow them on X. They're releasing amazing technology. Max Payne is up. Hello, did Vine close? I closed the Vine position in the profits, and I've got that buy order at 48 cents. God save your profits, like always, small but still a profit. Now we're high frequency trading, so I'm going to do smaller profits. So that yesterday and today, maybe like 6k or 5k worth of profits, which is beautiful. That's my updates in the market. And someone was asking where you can see my trades. I post them live on X. That's my updates in the market. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up, and turn on the bell. If you have questions, let me know down below. If you make money from me, hire social media marketers, push messages, peace, anti-war, protect the nature. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.